Shalom, shalom. This is another Sabbath day, and we come out week in and week out to bring out the truth out of the Bible. John 8, verse 32.
John 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
See, this is why we come out, because we're going to bring out the truth. This is what Yahweh Shai came into the world to do, and that was to bring out the truth. He didn't tell any lies. There was no guile in his mouth. So that's what you're going to get every time we come out, is the truth. Isaiah 5, 1 through 7, I believe. Isaiah 5, 1 through 7.
Isaiah 5, 1 through 7.
Go ahead.
Now will I sing to my well-beloved, a song of my beloved, touching his vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
Because this is the Most High talking about his chosen people, the Israelites that he chose from the foundation of the world. Read on.
And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with its choicest vines, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
And see, he wanted us, Christ said he wanted us to bear fruit. This is what he wants us to do. He commanded us. He said, you did not choose me, but I have chosen you and appointed you that you should go out and bear fruit, and that your fruit remain. But now he's talking about how some of our people are wild grapes because they don't want to listen to the law, statutes, and the commandments. This is the wild grapes, the ones that don't want to do what he says in this society. This is the Sabbath day. He said to remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Read.
And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard.
Because that vineyard, he's talking about his chosen people. He's the one, because he chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob from the foundation of the world. You guys have stolen something that you were never supposed to get. You guys are, right now, you guys are holding on to something that you're not supposed to even have. He chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is the ones he chose from the foundation of the world. Read.
What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked at it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes.
Because these wild grapes, he's talking about the wild Israelites, the ones that want to keep doing these pagan days, the ones that want to go buy, selling, and trading on the Lord's Sabbath day. He's talking to the Israelites. This is the ones. He doesn't want you out buy, selling, and trading. This is the only ones we're coming out. This is who Yahweh Shai is coming back for. He's coming back for a church without a spot or wrinkle or blemish. Read.
And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I'll take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the walls thereof, and it shall be trodden down.
Because right now you guys are on top of the congregation. He's getting into how you, but see, this is the earth. Go to Job 9 and 24. We're going to bring it out precept upon precept. Why you guys are in the state you're in, but it's not. You guys are losing that power. The Most High God gave you this power, but it's coming back to the rightful owners. Read.
Job 9, verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
See, the Most High God said the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He gave you guys this power, but you're not going to keep holding on to it. You're going to give up that power in a minute. The Most High God is going to take it from you. Read.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
And you guys covered up the faces of the real judges. You guys covered up Christ, the anointed one, with this picture, with Caesar Borgia, the one that Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo painted. You guys covered up his face because Christ was a so-called black man. This is not Christ. And he had a Hebrew name, Mashiach Yahweh Shai. This man was not Christ. This is the one that him and his brother, he killed his brother Giovanni, and they slept with the same sister Lucretia. This is the one you worship on Sundays. See, we know all about it. We don't just study the Bible, we study history too. And you guys know this is the truth, because Christ came into this world to give testimony of the truth, and that's to be true to God. Read.
If not, where and who is he?
So he says, if you guys aren't the wicked, then where and who is the wicked? Now the Most High God is asking the question. If you're not the wicked, then where and who is the wicked? Read. Go back to Isaiah. Go back to Isaiah 5. Read on where you were. Go back there.
Isaiah 5 verse 5. And now go to, I'll tell you
Go ahead.
what I'll do to my vineyard. I'll take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be enough, and break down the walls thereof, and it shall be trodden down, and I'll lay it waste. It shall not be pruned, nor digged, but there shall come up bears and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it.
Because right now, a lot of our people, they're not doing what the Most High God wants them to do. This is why he says there's been thorns and briars all amongst his grapes, his chosen ones. This is what that's talking about. He doesn't want us doing anything that's contrary to these scriptures. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments from the foundation of the world through Moses on Mount Sinai and Horeb. This is what he did. But a lot of people just do not want to do what he says. And that's why you're going to pay the price. All the ones that transgress against him, he knows all the ones that do it. Because he's omnipotent. He sees all and he knows all. Read.
For the vineyard of the Lord is the host, or for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold a cross.
Because he knows about all the oppression that's going on in this society. He knows about all the unrighteous decrees that you're signing into law. The Most High God knows all about it. Go to Isaiah 10. We'll bring it out. We're going to bring it out just the way he said to bring it out. We're not going to tell you no lies. That's one thing about us. We're going to bring the truth out. Go ahead, Isaiah 10, start at 1.
Isaiah 10 verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
So now, he starts off with this passage. He said, destruction unto those that write unrighteous decrees. When you see woe, when you see the word W-O-E in this Bible, that means destruction. This is why he's destroying this place now. This is why the Most High God is destroying this place. He said destruction unto those that write unrighteous decrees. Go ahead.
That decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
And you write all these grievous laws into practice that you have prescribed. See, the Most High God knows all about it. He's already written all this. Everything has been written. This is but the sons of the prophets have to come out and bring this out, because those pastors at all your churches, they're under a 501c3, and they can't bring out this truth because they want to keep that money going. Read.
To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Because you guys wanted to take away the right of the poor of God's people. But guess what? It's not going unpunished. The Most High God knows everything, and it's not going unpunished. All these unrighteous decrees, all these laws that you put into practice, the Most High God sees everything. So let's get that in Wisdom of Solomon for Sirach after this. Go ahead.
That widows may be their prey.
And see, you guys, you thought that you were getting away with something. Nobody is going unpunished here for what they've done here in the body. This is what the Most High God is saying. Everybody's going to have to pay for their transgressions of what they've done here. Read.
That they may rob the fatherless. And what will you do in the day of visitation?
So now the Most High God is asking the question to the wicked. He said, what are you going to do in the day of your visitation? And he's not talking about coming to give nobody some tea or no coffee. That's not what the Most High God is talking about in this passage. He said, what are you going to do when he pays you that visitation? Just like he paid those people over in Miami, that visitation. Just like he paid those people over there in Germany with that visitation, with those floods. That's the Most High God. That's how he works, because the Lord is a man of war. Read.
And to whom will you flee for help?
And who are you going to flee for help when the Most High God pays you guys that visitation? Where are you going to get your help? Because you're not going to be able to escape the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Nobody can escape him. He's the one that created the heavens and the earth. Read.
And where will you leave your glory?
And where are you going to leave your glory? Where are you going to leave the glory? All this carnal stuff you guys love so much. All these things that he's destroying as we speak. Go to Sirach, the eyes of the Lord. 23? Yep, 23.
Sirach 23, verse 17.
Go ahead.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
See, the Most High God said all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. See, whoremongers, when he says this in the Bible, he's talking about people that transgress against him, that go contrary to the Holy Scriptures. That's whoremongering. Read.
He will not leave off till he dies.
And the Most High God says, you guys aren't going to stop doing this wickedness until he kills you, till you die. This is what the Most High God is saying. You're not going to stop with it, but he's going to take you out of here. Read.
A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me?
And then you guys, in your mind, you'll say, who seeth me? You think the Most High God doesn't see what's going on in this planet. This is what you guys think. Read.
I'm compassed about with darkness.
And you say, oh, I'm compassed about with darkness, and the walls, they cover me. This is what you guys will say. Oh, I can go hide in my garage, or I can hide in my house. You think you could go behind those